Hey guys, it's Spinjitzu here, and this is set 71839, Arin Spinjitzu Battle Mech. Set has 213 pieces, 2 minifigs, and the small dragon baby Ryu. This will release for $23 in the US when it releases August 1st. Released everywhere else in the world on June 1st, except for North America. I got this early from overseas. Let's take a look at the figures, and then we'll take a look at the mech. First minifig is Arin. He is in his dark merge suit, no full armor piece, just the half mask and his hairpiece in this set. I believe this combination of parts may be exclusive. I'm not 100% sure. The flame yellowish orange is just a really good color for him, and I think the black mixes with it very nicely. Has that little bit of magenta printing for the dragon, and I think this figure just looks really good. He is sporting a prismatic blade, which is a little odd. Not sure why they didn't give him a reveal blade, but it is what it is. And there's a better look at his face print. No alternate face for him, unfortunately. But he does have a nice torso and leg print, so I think I can forgive it. This set includes a Spectral Dragonium Warrior. He is the same from the other sets, just lacking the dragon creature thing on the back. And I think that's fine. I think his prints still look very nice here. Nothing different amongst any of them. He gets the gunmetal gray cap piece, the red horns, and the blue armor piece, and they come together very nicely. LEGO did a fantastic job sculpting that up to get it exactly where it needed to be. And there's a better look at his face and torso print. I love the metallic silver printing and the translucent blue used throughout him. I think it looks very good. The body, head, and other parts of the tail are in light aqua, and it's an underused color, especially in Ninjago. And on the back, same print, using that little bit of metallic silver and just some small details. And I think it looks pretty good. Last figure-like thing in the set is Baby Ryu. I don't understand why he's here. By the time this part of Dragon's Rising is happening, Ryu is a teenager in Dragon years, I guess. His mold still looks fine. I still like the printing on it. I like the molding of it in general. I wish these would have been like a little bit rubbery so you can move them around, but nothing too crazy, just alternated on the other side, and I think it looks fine, but I don't understand why he's here. Bringing the mech closer, we'll take a look at it. It uses some gold, the flame yellowish orange, and black with a little bit of translucent dark pink mixed in, and I think the color scheme works. Something I'm going to mention every time that the set uses these is the lack of articulation in the knees and in the elbows. You can move the legs forward and back, but you cannot do anything else with them. You can sway them in and out, you can't bend them at the knee. That's unfortunate. You can move the ankle back, all the way back, but not all the way forward. It is blocked by that large mech cover piece that is used right there. And it uses these gold shoulder pad pieces that we're seeing on some of the other Elemental Mechs, and I think it works fine here. Just the lack of articulation in the knees and elbows really limits this. Moving to the arms, there is a clip for a minifig weapon, so you can put Arin's prismatic blade there. It does have a couple weapons built up in the set. One of these large hook-like things, kind of reminiscent of a scythe. It uses the same piece from the Kai's Ninja Climber mech and Arin's buggy car. So that's nice to get that again. It uses this larger sword piece with a couple translucent pink flames coming out of it, and I think that's fine. This is all the articulation it gets. Up and down, forward and back. No elbow joint, no wrist joint, none of that. This can also move. I don't know what this is for. I don't know if it's supposed to be like wings so it can fly. I don't think so, but it's almost the same on the other side. This one is just built using black, and it has a little bit more texture to it with these rock-like elements. I think this one looks a little bit better, but I still like the look of this one. I just wish that wasn't so exposed in the dark gray there. For the cockpit, you can open it up and fit Arin either sitting or standing. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to have him sit for this, and you can fit him like that, and he has control of the mech. No console or anything inside, just a seat, which is unfortunate. This print returns from 2024 with the Elemental Mechs. We'll see another one here in just a second when I show you the other feature of this. But before I do that, around the back doesn't look so good. I didn't mention that originally, but the more I look at it, the more I realize it doesn't look great. Some inverted tiles here would have been nice. Just cover that up a little bit more, but it's not too terrible. The front looks significantly better, and is the more camera-friendly angle as I drop it and parts fall off. So I mentioned this does have another play feature that you may see talked about, you may not. If you remember, in 2023, Ninjago released the Elemental Mechs, and I have Soras here. I do have all of them. I just chose Sora because I think Sora and Arin combination works the best. You can take, for example, the legs off. It's just on a ratchet joint. You can also move the hips with that joint. You can do that. Now you have that exposed like pin, and then the same thing on Sora's mech. If I can get it like that, and then you can put Arin's torso on Sora's legs and have a different look to the mech. Unfortunately, still no knee joints in any of these Elemental Mechs, which does kind of suck. You can also swap out the arms and legs respectively as you so choose. And I think it works. It's a nice feature. The box demonstrates it a little bit better. You have Cole and Kai's. You just show weird combinations of the mechs. And I think it works. It's a nice feature that spreads across multiple sets, and I think that's fine. Bringing the box back in, we can see it is a more vertical box, shows the figures and just the mech in an action stance. Again, the no articulation in the elbows and knees really limits it, in my opinion. On the back, it just shows you ways you can combine the mechs, how it just like that, and then you can take parts of them off and swap them between these, Lloyd's, Sora's, any of them that you have, or even if you build your own custom ones, you can use that with that feature there. I think this set is fine for $23. It's not the best value, but there are a lot of larger elements in there, and I think that's fine. $23 is perfectly fair. $20 would have been a little bit better, like the original rumor for the price was going to be. But I think $23 works out just fine, and that's all I have to say about this one. It's a fine set. More posability, better, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's JimBlade8304, signing off. Bye.